Hey, it's Mike with Green Glides. We're going to do a shortest possible video on how to mount internal fit glides on PMF and Westpac wands, which are by far the best sellers in the United States and pretty much the rest of the world. So we're going to talk about the Sapphire first, as this is probably our best-selling glide, both the 12 and the 14. Because they come with this, Sapphire Legend brands truck mounts. There's just a ton of them out there. And Green Glides figured out a problem that came with those original wands. So originally they had on the we'll call them patented PMF metal lips. And they were, you can see these are pinched over metal, right? They came like this, right? And they were inserted on, and that was a fairly smooth surface. But due to the triangulated killer design on these wands, the vacuum chamber has so much suction that opening was too wide, and this is not slippery enough, so the wands locked down. So it wasn't short after they came out that they came out with an external fit glide, and here's a used one, right? So external meant that the lips were inside. This is a 14-inch, but you'll get the gist. And the lips clipped on, the lips of the glide clipped on over the edge. But as they wore, due to the extreme overly wide opening, you can see the difference between a PMF and a Green Glide is how wide open this is. That grabs a lot of lockdown. Sure, you can suck up crud a little bit better, but that really wears and tears at your body, having that amount of lockdown, and shortens your career. Just a fact. It's going to eat at your elbow, your shoulder, wrist, lower back, everything. All for the sake of sucking up popcorn crud. So pre-vacuum and take care of your body. Anyhow, as these things wore, they got real thin. See how thin that is? And that didn't take long. And they got real flexy. So the internal fits, nice, thick, sturdy, solid plug. This is a modern one with the flat face, which allows you to get into the wall, and a narrow slot. We also have these in holes and hybrids. So for the guys that want better vacuuming, easier pushing, they have a better type of a client base, they can enjoy the benefits of those. So now these internals just gently plug in, and the nice thing about it, yep, it's that easy. You can use this on your cruddy evening jobs, the apartments, Section 8s, and then pop it out in a matter of seconds and put in something that's easier to work with. Brilliant idea, right? You could also pop in a multi-surface glide on a whim and go clean some vinyl or tile. So that was the whole idea behind that. So, an unfortunate part, or reality of that, is that this wand is unusable without a glide. You're not going to run these thin metal lips. They're going to dig in, tear apart the carpet, and more importantly, tear apart your body. But that's is what it is, as the kids say. So let's look at a Westpac wand, and whether it's this 10-inch stair tool or their low-profile Forjets, their AW29 lookalike, or the Chosen, any of them, they're essentially all the same. And their lips are actually part of this front metal, and they're bent over, and then tack welded down, right? But this is all one piece, bent over, and then the ends are filled with welding flux and smoothed out, polished, made to look all nice and pretty. Again, same as the Chosen, the low profiles, all the same thing. But because all these wands are hand welded and they can be overheated, the metal can deform, you can get very dramatic differences in this opening. And Green Glides gets to deal with that in different ways on every wand, but generally we like to give you a little more Teflon than you need, because you can always trim it, but you can't add to it. You can't put duct tape, you can't put flux in there, you can't put super glue, nothing sticks to Teflon. So when you get your new glide for your old wand, or you get a new wand, new glide, it's on you to hold this up and evaluate what the ends look like. The middles are never a problem. They're going to fit. But are the ends too wide apart? Are they too thick? Typically, if it's a problem, it's going to be too thick, because this is a good example. This one's nice and even, but some of them narrow down dramatically. It all depends on who was running the welder that day, right? How late at night, all sorts of human influences. But you can see this one fits nicely. Some of them overhang almost a 1/4 inch, so you got to trim it. Good news is Teflon's very soft. You get some form of sharp box knife and you do a little trimming. This one's so close, I think I would just heat it up with a heat gun for a second, and it's going to slam in there, or push in there, shove in there. Don't use the hammers, right? If you pound this in and you break a bridge or something, I'll get you a new one, but it's going to be at a reduced cost. It's not going to be free if you manhandle it and try and force it. Always heat up your glides when you're putting them on a wand, external, internal. Interestingly enough, Teflon shrinks, and it's almost like a living organism. It gets bigger and smaller throughout the day, depending on humidity and temperature. But if you want to, and you got time, put it in the freezer overnight. It's going to shrink. It'll probably fall right in, and then with the cleaning, it's going to get bigger. Let's talk about the Jubilee, which very similar situation, although here's the Jubilee with a hole glide on. Let me pop that off. The Jubilee's a little different in that the metal lips, you're not going to see it, they're actually folded inwards. So, because we wanted to keep this narrow, we wanted to keep it so you can get into detail work and use it without the glide. A lot of guys don't like glides. They want to scrub. They're only cleaning staircases or auto interiors. They don't care about the glide. So this, again, we wanted to use or create this thing to work with different audiences, which it does beautifully. Again, you got to evaluate, particularly with the slot glides, what those ends look like. You can see these ones, this is a good example. They're a little different. So hold it up and do some visual measuring. And this one's pretty darn close, but I can tell this one, if you look close, it's going to struggle a little bit. So you can heat it up or freeze it, get it in there, but I want it so I can pop it off and on. That's the whole benefit of these tools. But again, some cleaners will never take it off until it wears off. You got to decide. If you plan on taking it off and on, I'd cut that corner a little bit, just a tiny bit. Less is more. And take a little off at a time. If you take the whole thing off, there's no putting it back on. So analyze that situation. When you get your Jubilee, it's going to have the glide on there. You may not want to mess with it. But if you think your type of cleaner is going to change it, go back and forth. Again, that's your choice. We also made the head available because it comes off so easy. You can buy another head. I think they're $225 or $250, and just change the head if you want to go hole to slot or hole to no glide. You can carry 2 heads. If you do a lot of upholstery and a lot of detail work and whatever, 4 jobs a day, personally, I'd just have 2 heads. I wouldn't mess with swapping them on the site. We'd try and keeping that stuff affordable. So hopefully that answers all the questions about these. You're more than encouraged to give me a call at 775-552-5429. If you got any questions, or ask them below. Don't feel embarrassed if you don't quite understand this. I'm more than happy to talk to you if I'm around. And I think that does it. Happy wanding, folks.